I found my new favourite subreddit. I have found my people. Brethren! They're just like us, guys. They're just like us. I'm telling you. r/FragileWhiteRedditor. A subreddit for mocking Reddit's large, vocal, and hypocritical fragile white population. We are a satirical r/top minds of Reddit style meta subreddit where a mocking tone is highly encouraged. Courtesy warning, this is not a safe space in the proper sense for those who'd simply rather avoid bigots and not have to argue for their own dignity and right to exist. Many of us sometimes prefer to take the piss out of the pigs. We completely respect your right not to participate. So if you're easily offended, fuck off.
Manga, anime, live action, Netflix adaptation. Oh! I cancelled Netflix about a year ago, cancelled Hulu about 6 months ago. I'm not paying for anti-white or pro-sodomite media anymore. Why are whites and Christians still giving these platforms our money?
Yeah, we're in for a hell of a time, guys. Get your pitchforks and burning crosses ready, because we're gonna go hang out with them damn racists, boy. American slaves, for the most part, had it better than Chinese sweatshop employees today. Changed my mind.
They should be thanking us, frankly. This is my view, and always will be. I'm not a slaver, and they're not a slave. They're living better lives here thanks to their access to whites than they would otherwise be living in Africa. Guaranteed.
Ooh. This stuff makes my skin crawl. On a thread about black anti-Semitic attacks in New York City. What do the stats say?
That all black people are murdering, rapists, remedial criminals who should probably be euthanized. Shouldn't have brought them over on the boat. If they were left in Africa, then this problem wouldn't exist.
r/justice served obviously has massive racists in charge of it. You have been permanently banned from participating in r/justice served. You can still view and subscribe to r/justice served, but you won't be able to post or comment. Note from the moderators. You have been banned due to participation in a subreddit that participates in hate speech and or brigading. What specific subreddit caused me to be banned?
r/FragileWhiteRedditor. No racists allowed.
Am I racist? Do I have white guilt? Am I like, hey, I don't. I really fucking don't. This is the thing, I absolutely don't. So, I don't care who thinks otherwise, but you are beautiful for a black girl is not a compliment, and it is offensive. That's really fucking offensive. That's awful, Jesus Christ. Well, I disagree. The reason why black women are considered the least attractive is because they have the highest obesity rate, least neoteny, and are considered unfeminine, e.g. short hair. It's the same deal with Asian men being considered unattractive. They are shorter, have high neoteny, and lower muscle mass. Edit. Here are some fresh facts for you poor triggered folks. Bruh, you're just racist, stupid damn fucking cunt. Like, black women, what? They have the shortest hair? What does he mean by that, they have the shortest hair? That's entirely down to how long you grow your hair. Also, black women, like, generically speaking, if we're going on stereotypes here that could be by some perceived as racist, but we're just speaking stereotypes here, like, not ones that I even necessarily believe, but going on the stereotypes, you know, black women are meant to have big bums and great curves, all of that stuff, and that's incredibly feminine. So, you're just a racist twat. I caught my first fragile white redditor, who was adamant that since he knew some Indians on the res, it's okay and not racist at all to refer to Native Americans as Indians, and my experience as an actual native is bullshit. It's an outdated and incorrect term, and I've never been called Indian by a person of another race who means well. It's usually used in a racist way. Bullshit, that's just your impression of it. Ah yes, here comes the first white person to tell me that being called Dirty Indian or Savage Indian or Feather Indian, not dot, is totally not racist. I'm just taking it that way. Today I learned that millennial dads are spending 3 times as much time with their kids than their fathers spent with them. Back in 1982, 43% of fathers admitted they'd never changed a diaper. Today that number is down to about 3%. That's awesome, that's a really cool bit of information, that's great. How could this be ruined?
Non-black millennial dads. Facts and research proves it, but it is offensive and racist, so I will be downvoted for posting a fact.
These guys know they're wrong. They know they're racist. They like sharing how racist they are so that they can hook up with the other racists and piss people off. That is why they do this stuff. They're fucking stupid. In the comments of a Ricky Gervais post on what he had to say at the Golden Globes. Sweatshop is a word almost always used by people who don't understand the situation in rural areas. The people who finally have some option to work in a factory rather than on a family farm don't feel exploited. If they did, they'd just go back to the farm. They're glad to have some other opportunity because there's virtually no way to get ahead working on a farm. Their parents urge them to go because they know there's no future in low-tech farming. No, dude. You're wrong. They have to leave the farms because they're taxed so heavily and prevented from any way of making an income on those farms. They're forced into these situations effectively. They're lied to, they're manipulated, and they're also tricked into these situations. Do some research on this situation, you fucking cuck. On r/epic theories, the best way to deal with diversity is to make it illegal for them to breed outside their race. I'm not saying that people of colour should be exterminated or anything like that, but I believe the best way to prevent white replacement while also ensuring our gene pool gets a healthy amount of diversity is with breeding restrictions on non-white men. Under new laws, white men would be able to marry or breed with any woman or any race, but non-white men would only be able to marry and breed with pure-blooded women of their race. This would guarantee a fresh supply of wonderfully unique and beautifully mixed race women whose offspring will get whiter each generation. Thoughts? Opinions? Feelings? On my complete racist ass? It seems like a fun conversation this guy had. You are incredibly racist and xenophobic.
Yeah, no, not really. When you make threats against my country, you're done for.
Okay, but you also referred to Persians as sand-tards. And also, bro, there's no such place as Persia. There's no such people as Persians. They're Iranians. I know some Iranians still refer to themselves as Persians, but there's no such place as Persia. Stop watching Aladdin, you fucking idiot. But anyway.
Yup, 100%. About nothing but sand. Don't threaten my country.
I kind of feel like this was fake and made up by the guy on the right. There's no proof that this is real in the slightest, and I feel like the guy on the right made this because he's clearly a little bit racist and stupid himself. I call fake bullshit racism on that one. Yeah. Ooh. This isn't like FragileWhiteRedditor, this one. This is fragile East Asian, stupid, light skin, dark skin, colorism, racism, inherent bullshit that they have to deal with. It's colorism. Tanning is a crazy trend, and pale skin looks so much prettier. So many women in Western countries trying so hard to get tanned with tons of products and tanning salons, and even damaging their skin under the sun for prolonged times, just to achieve a look that looks worse in the first place. Very, or even slightly tan skin just makes someone look older, and it often looks so trashy, especially with blonde hair. It's just a gross combo. I'm talking about women mostly, because guys tend to just keep their natural skin tone, whether light or darker, and it looks decent at least. Just my opinion, but I guess unpopular. But sadly the issue is that's a very popular opinion. Further east you go, into East Asia, Japan, China, South Korea, that's an incredibly popular opinion. And this is very sad, and this is very fucked. It's also a popular opinion within the black community. There is colorism, where light-skinned girls are deemed more attractive than dark-skinned blacks for some reason, and it's such a load of bullshit. As I've stated in a previous video, it's nothing to do with the colour of your skin. Everyone can be a beautiful, incredible human being, and anyone can be an ugly piece of shit. We're going to cap it off there for now, guys, but I think I will be looking at that subreddit again, because there can be some pretty funny things on there. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me again, guys. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button and drop me a comment and hit the like button, but mainly drop me a comment. I love the comments. And yeah, catch you in a bit. Peace.